Welcome back to the German Masters here in Hamburg. You will see the Masters final, and it's Team Walstad from Norway versus Team Smith from Scotland. Both teams very good in this tournament, really great games they showed so far, and that's their way throughout the playoffs. You see Walstad bet Team Muad from Scotland and won the semi-final versus Team Liu China. Whereas Team Smith won the cruise in the quarterfinal and won the semi-final against Team Timofeev from Russia. Here's the lineup from the Norwegian team. Alexander Lindström on lead position, Magnus Nedgrotten on second, Markus Heuberg on third, and Stefan Walstad the skip, and the player throws the last rocks on this team. And that's the lineup for Scotland: Cameron Smith, Kyle Waddle, Thomas Muirhead and Kyle Smith. All very familiar names, the curlers of you listening. And here we go. It's all set up for this Masters final. It's the 6th edition of the German Masters. We started back in 2012 with the first one, and we'll get back to the history. But now it's all done. The hammer is with Team Walstad. The Norwegians had the better draw shot result throughout the whole tournament and the round robin. And as both teams ended up the round robin with 3 straight wins, this has to be decided due to the, depending on the draw shot result. My name is Uli Kapp. I welcome you back here on several channels involved, thanks to a great joint venture between World Curling Federation and the World Curling TV, along with Curling Champions Tour. Put up new format and showcase some events out of the Curling Champions Tour. So we're really happy that Hamburg is one of these, and hope we will proceed for the next years. So draw to the side, Norwegians draw into, and Team Smith really want to go hard right from the beginning. As we see here, Cammy Smith playing already for the intern Cameron. Both teams had a very controlled semi-final, very solid play. Just some momentum. We were covering the final, Team Liu versus Team Walstad. And the Norwegians never seemed to really be under pressure. There were some chances for the Chinese, so they were playing well, but not good enough to beat these Norwegians. They're the only team undefeated so far. Whereas Team Smith lost exactly 1 game, and that was against Walstad, and that was has been the qualifier 1. And this was a close game. It was 4-5 out of the perspective of Team Smith. So Team Walstad proceed directly into the quarterfinals, whereas Team Smith had to go for another qualification game. And they won this one against Team Boccia from Alberta, Canada. And actually this team won the German Masters back in 2015. But they couldn't make it this time to the playoffs. A lot of other familiar names couldn't make it this year, like Team Ulsrud, first time appearance here at the German Masters. Also Team Pfister from Adelboden, also former winners. And also Team Murdoch, Team Brewster, they all couldn't make it. So it's a really tight field, good curlers all around. So we are very honored to have them all here and hoping for next year, just a few days before the start of the Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang in South Korea. But now we better get back on track. And see a nice hit and roll, played by Magnus Nedgrotten.
Good freeze, eh?
Like it's edge on edge, so if it curls a hair, we could get the inside roll.
Okay. Let's not get too cute with that. Heavy hat.
So just run a firm hat then.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll show you like a barrier, so you should be good.
That's good.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
go.
Gotta go.
Real hard, boys.
Really gotta go.
Come on, Calvi. Come on, Calvi. Hard. Hard. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Really hard line sweeping, but not enough. They just touched the guard by a minimum. Good try
Inside.
here by Kyle Waddle.
Topp 12.
2,90.
Noe sånt.
Ja, gjør det.
2,9.
Det er bedre å være inn enn å være kort, liksom.
Jeg tror nesten 2,8, altså.
Ja, jeg tror det er på den siden.
Ja, spiller da.
Prøver det.
85.
Fem.
4 Gi en del. 5 er ok.
Sju.
Gi en del.
7.
Lang foreløpig, tror jeg.
Lang.
Han kjører så mye som mulig, da, så det eventuelt er
Ni.
innside.
9.
Wow. Eller innside. Egen, så langt det går med.
Det er greit.
Just a bit too long, but still a good setup for the first end. Magnus Nedgrotten
Spilte 8.
playing this tap back. Wanted to have a little bit of roll to the inside behind the guard, but didn't work out. Or maybe just freezing, corner freezing, close the gap, come around. So there are still options for a double takeout.
Right, let's do that then.
It should curl anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
Give us a hit. Yeah, I like that.
So some correction, the broom has been put out a little bit. So you see Thomas Muirhead doing this toe slide, the Manitoba tuck. Very nice. Same with his brother, Glenn Muirhead. We did see this weekend. And of course, many other events. Nice attempt, but just hit the first one too much on the nose. Couldn't make the double, just by an inch.
Ja, det er bedre resultat. Ja. Vanlig?
So Team Smith has to be careful. They are not having the hammer.
Nå tror jeg det er bra der, altså.
They need sooner or later some double takeout, I would say.
Ni blank.
Litt
We
opp.
have Markus Højbæk
Ni blank. Rent, japp. Japp. Hard.
playing a hit and stay.
Bra det. 9-5. Bra fart. 9-5. So we just want to hit nose pretty much.
Yep.
Okay.
Threw that last one really nice.
Okay.
Oh no.
One up. Close, Cammy. Whoa! Cammy!
Hard.
Hard!
Six.
Spela.
Samme fart, eller? Samme fart?
Litt uspilt der, da.
Ja, litt.
Magnus med.
Just rolled a bit to the outside. That's not precise enough for the moment. It's not really bad shooting, but just missing some some centimeters, some millimeters on this side. The same, probably the Norwegians are lucky. So now this miss by
Samme fart.
Markus Højbjerg gives the momentum back to the Scottish team.
No, not really.
It's Kyle Smith's first one. Now wants to play hit and roll maybe a little bit to the inside or just stay out on the nose. I would recommend this one, not going behind the guard. There's no need for them because they're really back or in the back house. Could motivate then not Markus Højbjerg, but Stefan Walstad to follow this one probably with a draw. So we'll see what's happened. The call is out turn, take out, hit and stay. Kyle Waddle needs to keep this straight, not too much roll, and they want to for sure keep the shooter. But here is the attempt to get this one out, and that works. Markus Højbjerg did a good job here. Could sweep the red one through the house. So, as you can see, no really try to get for the deuce now. Norwegians, they kill this corner guard, this guard, it's more or less a center guard, a little bit off the center line, just to make sure there's nothing to hide for Team Smith with the last one. They want to keep the hammer now. They want to go for the blank here. Stefan Walstad playing the peel takeout on this guard. And solid as throughout the weekend. Really good job. And that's probably one of the things what's very impressive and on this team throughout the season is it's the 6th consecutive playoff they make on the tour. Have been all the way through the season being in the playoffs, and also this weekend just no weakness. Just when they had some misses, they just recovered, regrouped, and they were sharp on the next momentum. Very solid play, and no doubt they are in the position to challenge soon Team Ulsrud for World Championship.
We're not bad.
Keep Carl coming. Keep Carl to make all. Yep.
We're on it. We're not that far. We're good weight. Good weight.
Yep. Hard.
Cammy Smith needs to bring this a little bit back, so the attempt was to maybe be a little more in front of the red one in the back, but that doesn't really matter at this point of the game. So it's an open takeout for a blank here for Stefan Walstad. And both of them have fun. That's good. It's always good when you have pressure games, just having fun all together. That's the pictures we want to deliver to you back home. Hope you have a nice Sunday afternoon. Lunch is over and having a coffee and watching first-class curling here in the Curling Club Hamburg. So not the favorite one here. They of course wanted to go for the blank, but it overcurled. So it's a single they have to take. We remind us the semi-final before they were going for a blank in the first. Both teams kept the hammer and were scoring 2 then in the following second end, but this time it didn't work out. Stefan Walstad needed to take 1. So change of hammer, change of control. So they're in the plan.
God tid för att ändra den trenden. Men jag hade nog velat gå åt andra hållet. Med att den har kallat lite grann.
Jeg tror kamp akkurat der var ganske rett, faktisk.
Ja, men som första omgångs... Topp 4.
So the call is front 4. So they pretty sure that Team Smith will go for the corner guard. Unless it is
Håll igång!
the second end.
Håll igång!
5. Markus nærmest. 6. 7.
100% sure that's the right call.
8.
They are in lead. Also, it's only one. But they will know that Team Smith is going to make something happen in this end.
Hade ni på den?
And this draw a little bit too long. Over T. So here's the chance for corner guard now. Played by Cammy Smith.
Keep it moving, boys. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Just for weight now. Line's good. Line's good. The shot going.
Good. Inte in, se upp!
2,5. 3.
Se upp, se upp, se upp. Icke in.
Spill.
Bra.
Hyggelig, godt.
So they're happy with this one. They played the center guard. Well, I would say it's quite a risk having one sitting in the back house and playing the center in front. So as we can see, Cammy
Ollie, top 12.
Smith tries to come around this one.
Top 8.
Just sit in front as shot rock. That would be perfect.
Fight the 4 foot for shot, boys.
Weight's good.
Need the body here.
Here comes the shot.
Yep, keep it coming.
Weight's on it.
A little bit late finish on this, so they bring it back as a freeze, as this was curling not too much as expected. But Leafs, of course, now plays for
Ja, vi har lite rygg då.
Magnus Nedgrotten to follow this pass. Just sit in front of the red one.
Åtta upp! 9! Bounce! 9! 9!
Linja bra, Alex.
9!
Linja er perfekt.
9!
Og kjør det.
9! Okay.
Too heavy.
13 blank.
And the blue one's just bouncing off the red one. And leaves the red as shot rock. No, that was not very well played. Just a little bit overpaced by Magnus Nedgrotten.
Roll this way, maybe you get the shooter in. It's maybe a better call, is it?
What? The hit and roll?
Aye. If you make one perfect here, it's probably
Yeah.
always staying there.
Whereas if we remove that centre guard, we've got the corner anyway.
Yeah. What do you like? You throw a barrier then?
If you're wanting in the rings, it'll have to be, yeah?
No. You want to roll that way, are you?
It'd be better to roll that way, would it not?
Are we going to get it in the rings?
You need to throw a hack. Hit a half stone.
Well, we'll go that way then.
Yeah. Even if we're pushing this in here, it's back in
Yeah.
for later.
You want
Just
hot?
yeah. That same way you threw it the first time, really, would be good.
Well, quite interesting call. I just let it go for you the chance to listen the conversation between the team members of Team Smith. Of course, there would be the chance for come around, sit in front four, set up a deuce, but they decided to open up the center with a lightweight takeout, just hack weight, just make sure the shooter stays, but rolls to the side. Nice attempt, but because they are thinking of having a nice double setup in the back. Blue and blue, the angles are right there.
11.
I will see. So they're a little bit gambling for this if the stone placement is not right, but
Tror du det går rett, eller? Ja, jeg tror I utgangspunktet det.
Stefan Walstad, of course, noticed this. They want to go in the track and make sure. Also, it's just the fourth best stone so far. They're playing a hit and roll from the outside. Want to go roll inside.
Bra satt.
I would say it's didn't really change. As you can see, overcurls a little bit, two less hit, and then kills the one in the back. That's probably not too bad. But as the red one still sits shot, there's a good chance to play another draw into the house now. Really follow behind the guard here on the right-hand side.
Line's close.
Oh, you gotta go line. All the way line.
Hard boys, you gotta go.
All the way line.
Heads down, heads down, heads down.
We're
Come on,
max
come on,
weight.
come on.
Whoa. That's flying as well, is it not? Flying really, is it not?
For me, it looked like a little bit less ice, but of course the players know much better.
Han jammer den veien her.
But it was of loss not much, but he wanted to make sure to be fully covered. But maybe Carl Waddle started it a little bit and also overpaced it a little bit, so the weight was even more, but still on the guard. We witnessed this before. It's just a changing the first end, maybe play a little bit more defensive and also a little bit more weight. Then it changes. You go back in the second end, and then the ice speeds up a little bit.
Nesten vant! 11 blå! Vant!
Ren! Japp! 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 Hard! 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 Hard!
Bra spill.
Bra.
Litt løs, kanskje.
10-6.
Bra spill, also
10-6, bra fart.
nice plate, well played.
Can we nose
You
it
can
a
see,
little
I think
high?
there was
And this,
Yeah.
a little bit overcurled.
it's almost the best, and if we could just touch that,
Yeah.
because nose and he's having a wing at that double.
Yeah.
Roll a stone.
Okay.
I think that's the shot.
Oh, wait.
What I really
That's
like
on
is
that
like
airway.
also following like Team Smith and all the others. They really have a clue already. Also, they're really young at the beginning of the 20s. They already know all the consecutive possibilities. So they always think 1, 2, 3
It
shots
should be
ahead.
nice.
Have this in mind. They really want to go for a perfect stone placement.
Coming!
Whoa, coming!
Hard, 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 hard! Hard! Hard, 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 hard!
This time they wanted to roll a little bit to the right side. Didn't work out, so they were afraid of that. They put up a double angle. As we can see now, it's possible to get rid of both red ones.
Spill vanlig, så
Also, it's
kanskje
quite
går
a
det
distance,
Ja.
up to 2 meters.
Så fint der.
But first of all, they has to be played well by Magnus Højbæk. Markus, of course, not Magnus.
9-5.
Magnus
Rent.
Netgrotten. has already played his stones.
Lite, gå.
This might be a little bit too straight and stays second best stone, I would say. So the chance is still there for Team Smith to get the deuce here.
We're here
Just
more.
make sure they're not setting up another angle for a double takeout.
Real hard. Big fish, boys, big fish. Hard. Hard. That's good, that's good. Good sweep.
Nice.
Really good. Doesn't mind that the blue one is not going to. Both red rocks are counting.
Der. Jeg prøver å sikte på
Börja på något helt nytt.
cirka.
Det är något helt nytt, vi har inte varit där.
Ja. Jeg kommer om nå 11 blank, liksom. Tungvant. Du følger med, Alex. Du kan fyre på andre siden.
Ja. Vilken fart.
Vant.
Ja.
So playing the hit and roll. Try to get the red one on the inner side and roll over
Lite upp!
in front of the other red one, back in the house,
Yeah.
or even more
Hard.
behind the corner guard. Oh, they have to make sure that the shooter stays as shot rock, or even go for the light double. Quite a surprise,
Okay.
but that was not the outcome. No, I think that was plan B.
Lite
They
upp
were-
kanske.
Didn't finish enough. Nice attempt. The weight was light. They were not going for a heavy double at least. I think the option one was just roll in front, and if they hit it a little bit thin, there might be an option for going for a lightweight double. But as you can see, the situation is even going a little bit worse for the Norwegians. The red one now fully covered by the corner guard, and a good chance to really draw behind the corner guard here.
That should be good.
Really, if we get like a bite of 8 foot or
Give you that 6.
yeah.
4-5's away. Well, just a hair keener than this morning, so like 0.5. Yeah. 4-5's good. Taylor, top 4, top 8.
Oh, then no line, no line. Oh,
Right. Lead's nice.
line.
Lead's good. Good
Hard
point.
line.
So the camera draw is up.
Line's good.
For sure they want to pass the front guard and try to get fully covered behind. Looks good, maybe a little bit heavy in the end.
Lock on it.
And just crossing the T-line, giving a spot for a freeze.
Hvis du sitter i vinkelen, dytter rett på det.
But the pressure definitely is on Stefan Walstad for the moment.
Der. Det er liksom, i den treffer linja da, så virker det som man får i vei litt køl, men så retter det seg utad nesten.
T-line.
Ja.
T-line.
Ja.
Ja, den drar ju lite, men sen står den ju.
Ja, jeg vet ikke det. Når den treffer linja, drar den litt, og så står den. Men snakk fart da, for at hvis du treffer 80%, så er det jo rygg bak der. Så
The two red are counting, and Stefan Walstad in the second end of this German Masters final needs a good one.
Spill 30 tror jag vi är där.
Just sitting in front of the top red one, that would be fine. Playing a perfect freeze.
Sju!
8, 9, 9.
Rent.
Må ha rygg.
Wow, wow, wow.
Action.
9.
Har ikke linje.
Needs a little bit of curl. Now it starts to go away from the center. They have to wait, have to be patient.
Setter seg. Setter seg.
Looks not too bad.
Ta deres da.
I want to go for bouncing off.
Okay.
If this is good enough, it's not clear. Probably see from the different angle. Is there a chance for 3 now? Hard to tell. Here you can see it's there, I would say.
You've got it all in 2 inches.
Yeah. You could listen 2 inches maybe in between the corner guard on the right-hand side and the blue one here. So the hit has to be a little bit on the left. It's a chance for 3, definitely. There will be just a result of some mistakes on the Norwegian side. We remember some double attempts didn't work out. Left some chances for Team Smith to put their stones in the right position. So it's an intern lightweight takeout. But for sure he needs to pass the guard first. Now they're even going for the curl, as it's a little bit offline. And, well, not the result really they expected, but at least a single, at least tying up the score. So it's 1-1 after 2 ends played in this German Masters final here in Hamburg.
Hålla humöret uppe.
So we're going on. Team Walstad having the hammer going into the third end.
En tiendel i hvert fall.
2,5 da. 2,5.
It was alright, wait.
De som starter da.
It
Ja, de som starter.
Han tok poeng.
Like, did you call in the ship?
Det er lugnt, Steffen. Det er bare finalen.
Det var nærmest det remix der.
Og var det for te du drakk? Og var det for te du
Ser
drakk?
ut som det er ganske jevnt utover hele banen nå, egentlig, fartsmessig. Utover også, så du spilte jo
Tredje omgang.
95 nå omtrent.
Tredje omgangen nu, skal vi dra på vingen da?
Ja, jeg tror det føles liksom litt mer crispy, for det er litt kaldere, litt diggere flate å spille på.
Lettere å få fart, liksom.
Ja, det er det.
Skal vi dra på vingen, eller? Jeg vil få...
Hvis den er høyest, så drar du stopp opp der.
Ok.
Ja. Så er det litt, det blir så jævlig lang høydeback.
So, you're listening to Oli Cup on behalf of the Curling Champions Tour and of course the broadcast joint venture between World Curling Federation, World Curling TV and Curling Champions Tour. We showcase you the German Masters final. And on behalf of the German Curling Federation, we're very happy to put on the 6th edition with this top-class field. And joining me within some minutes is like Victor Hjell, coach of Team Smith. So hello, Victor. How are you happy with the team so far?
Yeah, it's been a good week. They've been playing really well, so looking forward to an exciting final here.
Yeah, I think they had quite a momentum right now. It was not an easy shot.
No.
Just to make sure, be control in the weight, and also like not hitting the guard for sure. But
Exactly, I think it was the right way to miss it. So it's okay though. Tight game, 6 ends to go. Like it's
what we
pretty
like,
good.
what we like to see.
Exactly.
So I mentioned already at the beginning of the game that we had just the one loss you got was just this qualifier one versus Team Walstad already. So it was like looks like probably the right timing for the revenge.
Absolutely. No, it was a good game in the qualifier one. Walstad played really well, and it went to an extra end, and they had hammer, and he made a good shot for the win. So, no, but they've been playing good here in the last 3 or 4 games. They had a really good game against Botcher and a good game in the quarterfinal against the Crew. So, hoping for a good game here as well.
Yeah, I think the boys really did well. I think the whole season kind of good. Are you happy with that, or?
Yeah, it's been a good season. They've been very solid straight from the start. We have been over to Canada 3 times and had some good results over there. So, no, it's been a really good season. And now we're gearing up for the Scottish Championships here in
they're in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's in mid-February.
Mid-February.
So in about 3 or 4 weeks time from now.
So it's 10 teams.
10 teams, round robin, yeah, and then a straight page playoffs after that, and the winner goes to the Worlds.
That would be just an aim going for World Championship in Edmonton.
Yeah, no, it would be good to be back there. I played there in 2007, so it'd be pretty cool.
I think we played each other.
I think we did.
Quite good. Remember the good old days. Yeah. Well, quite good. I mean, playing in front of more than 10,000 people, it's quite fun.
Yeah, it's a great arena, so that would be pretty good.
So Kyle Waddle. Is it the right pronunciation? I'm not sure. Was Waddle,
no.
Something like
Waddle,
that?
yeah.
Waddle is good. Okay. I was a little bit unsure.
No, you're
right. I want
right.
to keep it correct. So a little bit of bounce, but still okay. Okay, the line I think is good. Building up something.
That's all right.
So it looked like from the very beginning that you did tell them just put the pressure on right away. They were just going for center guard instead of playing the house.
Yeah, we talked about it when we play Walstad in the qualifier 1 game. They kept it pretty defensive, so we said we're gonna want to keep playing our game, and we like to play pretty offensive. So put the center guard up and put some pressure on them. So I think they did that pretty good in the first end. So it's been good. It's been a good start.
I just had Massa Rock in the game. It's just like. It's not like as chess. You just can really predict, and if you, the higher the level is, the skills, you have several options. Not always the best. It's just not one option. It's just several ones.
Exactly. It's about a little bit risk reward, and find out what's best for you and your team, but more so the risk reward. What type of shot's going to be good for us, and what we think is going to work out the best for us.
I wonder that if you could ever just split them.
So what I also really like, also they're real youngsters, of course, world champion on junior level, all of them, and they're well experienced. But you see very well educated teams, like they not only thinking the one shot for the moment, they're really seeing where to place this, where to roll, which is best, because they're all counting the possibilities later on. That's
yeah, absolutely.
You see that. How old are they in about starting of 20s?
Yeah, 23 to 25.
Yeah.
So they're still young. Have a lot of years in front of them.
Yeah.
I think right now as well is for them to figure out what kind of team they want to be and what strategy they want to stand for. And I think they're onto something good here, and they're really trying to figure out a game plan that works for them in most of the situations.
Yeah, some big names already on the team.
A lot of
bad as a coach.
A lot of family history.
A lot of family involved and a lot of skips involved and talking.
Yeah. No, they're a great group of guys. I really enjoy working with them. So it's been good 2 years I've been with them now.
2 years, and then you proceed like for some more, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're hopefully trying to go to Olympics in 2018.
Yeah.
That's the goal right now. So
already like 2018. That's what we good.
That's what we're hoping for, and gearing up for 2022. So
what will be the procedure like, as we're talking about? Like, is it like a squad thing again, or is it like a playoff?
No, it's between ourselves and then Brewster and Murdoch. So I think Scottish Championships is always going to be a very good factor, and who's going to go to the Olympics, and then it's going to be a selection from the British curling program. So there's no playoff or anything like that in the picture right now. So we'll have to wait and see what the results are after the season.
So it's like really having a good championship right now.
Yeah.
Or even proceed to the World, that would be just a big issue for the program later on.
Yeah, that, and then also world ranking, where you sit in the ranking, is going to be a big factor in the end as well. So that's why it's important to go to tournaments like here in Germany this weekend. There's a lot of good teams and a lot of good points on stake. So that's really helpful for us right now. So.
Yeah, we were really happy with 4 Scottish teams.
Yeah,
it was
it's
just
been
like
good.
taking away some places from the Swiss friends.
Yeah.
So they were not very amused this time, but it's sometimes really tough. I can tell you, organize it's good. We would try to get more teams in, but we are really overstretched with 24 teams on 4 sheets. It's really tough to run a schedule, and it's all compromises you have to go. And it's hard to tell teams no, sorry, not this year.
Yeah.
So
no, it's been good. It's been a good field here this week. It's been good.
I'm happy. I hope that you will show by later on, but
Absolutely.
we'll see. Nice hit and roll now played. Really good one.
Good shot.
Vi har inte. Där hacken eller?
Var det 11?
Ja.
So they're going for a run back. Double run back, hitting the front red one a little bit on the left-hand side. Going from the top blue and running it back to the shot rock. Marcus Højbjerg. Alexander Lindström tries to keep it in line, and at least they got rid of the shot rock, but as you can see, 2 red counters now.
I just overcurled a little bit
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I think Thomas wants to throw another color there.
Yeah, they were making jokes. It's good though. Right at the beginning, they had some fun going on already. I like that. It's one of the things you experience probably yourself. The best games you have is just not, of course, not joking around, but somehow being relaxed. And
Absolutely.
It's just the final.
It's just another game of curling in the end.
Yeah, that's it. I always try to tell people like, okay, come on, it's just exchange of stones, and you're responsible or in charge of your own stones.
Absolutely.
And the rest, the result is just the product of all things happened before.
Absolutely, you're right with that. And as you say, if you have that relaxed attitude out there and focus when you have to, that's usually the games you play your best.
But probably you agree on that. It's easier to talk about when you're sitting here or on the closing bench.
It's very easy. It's very easy.
So be wise then.
Hard.
Yeah.
You got bounce? Well, okay.
So this probably overcurled a bit.
Yeah, probably wanted that in the rings in the top 4. It's just
yeah.
overcurled and a little light, I think, out of his hand.
So another run back there.
Drar hit så
Oh,
är
they
den
draw.
också line up där, men
I think they're gonna try to.
Kan vi,
Run
sitter
it
vi
back.
andra sten när vi sätter den här?
I mean, the
Är vi
2
i
reds
huset
are
om vi
not
sätter den där sned?
perfectly set up, but still some pressure on. So depending what you want in this end, if you
Yeah.
really go for the deuce or maybe hoping for
Det är greit.
Men
keeping the
faktisk
hammer
hvis
and
toer,
try
da,
again in
hvis
the
du
next end.
stikker en.
Yeah.
Jo, men det är...
I think based on how we saw Walstad playing in the qualifier 1, I probably want to try to blank here, I would think.
I mean, the good thing on this is he has still option even being covered, playing the race takeout, and if it runs perfectly, they might be behind your guard,
Yeah.
the red one.
Absolutely.
Litt mer fart.
Got some options.
Også blank. Hard.
Now they need to keep it in line again. The result much better.
That.
It's over halfway up. Yeah, red shot. Red.
I think so.
Blue.
It's just he's got this now.
But you don't really want to hit it because then he just has to nose that, then it's an easy blank, isn't it? Unless you try and do this.
Yeah.
Aye, it's if you just knows it, you've wasted it really. I think we have to give this a go, and
He usually throws us in.
well, if
if you make it really good, he's going to have to play that. And hopefully the shooter's not in then.
You have that.
Yeah.
Let's go here.
Yeah.
What, are we going right for top 4 or top 8?
I think so, because the more separation from that, the better.
Okay, let's go top 4.
To agree, coach?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good call.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Kind of a tricky shot to play the hit roll on the blue one as well, and you get one in there top 4, and you put some pressure on him, and I like this call.
So they are already lying shot rock on the
Yeah,
right-hand
yeah.
side, and so just put another in.
Top
Yeah.
4 or top button.
Well, that's one of the things like you can see like experienced and on this top level teams they're thinking about these options. Others are just there's a blue one, I would get rid of it
Exactly.
just to avoid the deuce. And here you just can put the pressure back on Norway,
Yeah, absolutely.
on the team Walstad.
Should be good.
It's a little soft.
Yeah.
It's a little soft.
I got
Wide on. Hard. Easy. We only.
It's good, just line. Top 4.
Room if anything.
Line's good. Line's good.
Stay close now.
Line's really good.
Cammy's in. Cammy's in.
Gotta go.
We need
Hard, boys.
Going a little bit for a curl. They
Hard, boys.
need to
All you
make
got.
it.
Hard,
Having a
hard,
good
hard.
finish.
Hard, Cammy. Hard, Cammy.
That's
Nice.
quite a good draw. Really nice weight. The separation they were going for between the blue and the front 12 and the draw just played.
Yeah, I think it's in a good spot. Good communication from the sweepers as well. So
Coach is happy.
I'm pretty happy right now.
Så stilt på mat. Skal spille med 15, eller?
Jeg tenkte 15 eller vanlig.
Ja. Spille med
Det er
15.
ikke isen da, spør du.
Der.
Den her.
Ja.
Det var mer.
So he's not going for sure
Ambisjoner
not
om å
going
henge en til i huset,
for
tror jeg.
hit on the open side. They want to make sure the deuce is still.
Ja, perfekt.
70.
Hvilken
Is it
faen?
there? Is last shot?
No, I
No,
think
no,
this
it
is
was
his first one.
Yeah, first one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just a little bit unsure. It's first shot of Stefan Walstad. Tries to run back his own.
10-5. 11 blank. Løs. 11 blank. Ja. 11-5. Hard. Ja. Hard. Se.
Another time they have to work hard on the line.
Kom igjen.
Got it, but not enough. And even the blue one, I think
Alla
red
varit
still
lösa
lying
där.
shot, I would say. Be careful, they're checking. See,
Close.
You not always count on the camera angle,
I know.
Same shot.
but looks good. Same shot, he said.
Yeah. Now, if you make this one good, it will
Who is it?
force Stefan to play the same run again, or a tough draw for his one. So
Yeah.
I like the shot. Good opportunity to force them.
Aye, if
Or
you're
might
gonna
even
throw
steal
the
one.
Opposite for 3's your weight to throw, but
Just try and throw it the same, I think.
okay.
Even if same shot.
You could listen in the background. Just some instructions to the sweepers. Just same shot. Just make sure we at least second best stone.
Felt less, yeah.
Top
Easy
12.
for a line. Easy for a line.
Gotta go.
Hard down. Get it there, boys.
Hard line. We're good. Top 8.
Line's big if
Wait for the
anything.
red one. We're a little bit short at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Hard. Well, just by the 8 field, we're leaving the double.
Cammy,
We can get it right
yep.
back.
Yep. Go. Go. Right up. Go. Okay, good.
Oh, that's perfect at the first one, but
Same, I got the 5. I didn't
they were a little bit afraid of putting up a
it's good
double
there.
here. I think it's not.
No, I think it curled enough.
It's one of the ones where if you'd thrown it the same, it was a struggle to get it there, but
A little backline tap for one.
I would say so. Gives a little bit less ice. And as I mentioned before, there's some curl, but it's not the huge curl as you expect from like arena ice. And this is just like you could see like the more speed you put on the straighteners. But if you start it,
Yep.
they go.
Absolutely. I would say the ice has been pretty good today. This morning in the semifinal, the ice was really good. So looks like
Thanks. We worked on hard, so it's great. Thank you. This moment to Joe Fritz doing a great job here. He was struggling a little bit with the blades.
Back
Here,
line.
worked hard
Gjennom.
for many hours, and he finally fixed it.
Gjennom.
Was able to cut the ice the way he wanted.
Gjennom!
And the blue looks good. Right weight, very controlled.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah, really good shot.
Hard.
So,
Er det vits om mål, eller?
the one for sure, and Markus Højberg is having a look.
Gjør det så vi vet sen.
Det er nesten
So this is for sure, and they double check.
Is it one, Kyle?
They agree. So the red was better, second best stone. So just a single, but as the end was running, I think Walstad can be okay with
Yeah,
this.
and I think Team Smith's pretty happy with the result as well.
So it's good for us.
Yeah, good for it.
So great. Well, Victor, for the moment, all the best for the final.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us for the moment, and all the best. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Uli.
Fjerde. Kjenns 5-6.
Linja gull. 5-6.
Kjenns 6.
8.
Kjenns bra. Hold i gang.
5-6. Linja Alex.
Se opp.
6.
Se opp, det er glatt.
Nei, linja er bra.
Ikke for langt.
Bite 4
Ikke for langt.
Bra spill. Bra spill. Strøkent. Alex.
Bra.
So, draw to the forefoot. Here we can see Victor Kjell taking over his coaching bench again, checking the stats of his colleague doing a good job in between.
It's Tom's early, it's Tom's early. Life's huge, Tom.
Very much appreciated.
Gotta go.
People try and buy later on.
I really gotta go.
Keep it curling, keep it curling.
Have Søren Gran here,
Go.
Swedish coach, or the Swedish former player, and in charge. He actually worked quite some years for Royal Caledonian Curling Club and the British
Har en
Olympic
hel tre, eller?
curling program. And he is in charge now for several years, also for the Russian Curling Federation, and is coaching Team Timofeev here. And he will join us later on for the second half of this German Masters final.
Litt fram. 2-0.
Bra linje.
Linja bra.
Bra linje.
Lang toer. Ja. 2.
Perfekt linje.
Litt fram.
Helt upp på linan.
Japp.
Helt på linan. Bra.
Bra spill, Alex. Strøkent.
Bra skjøtt.
That was 25.
He's thrown him a hell of a lot faster. Like,
His was 25.
oh, right, sorry. But I mean,
Top 8, boys.
Sabre back 4 the now.
Whoa, then, whoa. Close.
Close.
Whoa. Yep.
Touch heavy.
Way only, way only. We're
Don't
by,
really
we're
Back
by.
four.
We're bouncing,
Bye,
we're
Tom.
bouncing.
Back 4.
We're bouncing.
No, then. Sit down, sit down. Sit
Okay.
down.
That's good.
Nice,
Nice.
guy. That works.
It's good there.
Ja, vi må gjøre det. 4,5.
3.15 da, kanskje.
Ja, sikkert noen. 10 kanskje.
Åtta.
Jeg gir den ingenting der.
Åtta
Gjerne
bounce.
køle.
Bounce. Åtta,
Kølle.
ni. Åtta.
Og køle.
Åtta.
So 2-1 after 4 ends played.
Alex.
We're going into the 5th end.
Alex. Hard. Helt nedpå. Hard.
A little bit short this freeze, but still good in line. Magnus Ledgrotten.
Line or dead
Head hack.
Okay. Chisel the guard, we're in behind the corner as well, so. He threw this line with that hit and roll at the second end.
Yeah. Yeah, just the same as what Kyle was planning and throwing.
Weight's good.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa!
Here, firm.
Tom, roll Tom. Hard Tom.
Hard, Tom.
Gotta go, Tom.
Gotta go.
Move
Gotta
it
go,
hard.
Tom. Real hard.
Yeah, rolled out. Didn't get enough of the blue one.
Why?
But red is sitting shot rock now.
Okay.
30, 45.
Think it's a good chance to bump back the blue one on the red one. And maybe lying even 3.
Ja. Nå skal han
Du
klire
kan
den
ta
her
corner
først.
nå, altså.
OK.
Går du under senteren, eller?
Nei, ja, den går under senteren uansett.
Nå tar jeg, da.
Vet det. Enda litt mindre, tror jeg. Kom her.
Japp. 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 Hard. Bra. Så koster det.
We freeze that back one, maybe? No?
Doesn't beat that.
Oh, it doesn't. Right.
Still might not be bad.
Even if we're not fully frozen.
That's probably the shot.
What, we can be a foot short of it, can we?
So
yeah,
quite a
yeah,
miss
yeah.
now.
That's good, then they'll have to make a play on it.
Yeah. What have you got that blue?
Well, less.
Less.
I hear.
Carl Smith is just asking, what do you see on this blue one?
You just draw to that wing.
Because we could throw like tap.
Well,
Yeah,
leave like a
that's
stagger
some
on them and
separation
tap
between
them.
the situation right now.
Yeah.
So playing the red one, the shooter on the blue, and
No, if we
bump
bump
back
it,
the
there's
red
no
one a
doubt.
little bit into
Okay.
the 4-foot
You just want the
T
same shot as
line.
Cammy.
So I would go
Pretty
for
much,
back
yeah.
8 weight
We
maybe.
just don't want to bump that too far, right?
Yeah,
So we're just throwing.
Probably T weight just,
just
so we tap that.
putting
to
up
top button.
other angles. That would be the right. Quite a crucial moment. So has been a really good chance for Team Walstad to go for a big end here, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation.
No line.
Whoa! Close, yep!
Way only.
Whoa!
Hard then.
Yep,
Close
line!
in.
Line's good.
Short. No, there.
Hard line!
But this overcurled
Wasn't it really? Down, was it?
and on the guard leaves again the option. So it's like a little bit of a problem in the end. Shots are not coming perfectly right now on both sides.
Ok, vil du gjøre den da?
Ja, kanskje.
Ok, greit da.
Hvis vi ruller langt av, så får du ikke dobbelt.
Det blir stort sett samme oppgift.
Ja. Vanlig.
Vågar vi gå ner på 15 eller blir det för löst? Tänkte med den röda där.
Hvis vi skal få ut begge, så tror jeg greit. Ikke ut begge da, men ut til siden liksom. Smart arbeid.
Okej.
So Markus Heuberg with a chance
Ren. Japp.
Hard.
Japp.
Hard.
Wow.
to get a 3 blue as counters.
Japp.
Just
Japp.
needs the right hit here. And this
Ollie.
works out well. The shooter even rolls to the side, splitting up the guard. So here they go. They missed the chance before, but with the second attempt, they made it.
Grej fart där.
Yeah.
Is that the call?
Don't mind it. Hat.
Yeah. What have you got?
That.
Hack should be good. If you hit that, you're going to roll a little open that side.
Just throwing hack then.
Yeah, this won't curl a lot.
Won't, okay.
Won't.
75 is a good weight.
Yeah. It's normal hack, eh?
Yeah. Weight's nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
So hack weight is the call.
Hard.
They
Hard,
really
boys.
need to make sure that they pass the guard. And this is on the guard again. So here Team Smith's really struggling. They have to pay attention that this end is not, how do you say in English, like not running out of their hands, we would say in Germany.
Soft T-line her, eller?
So hope everybody understands what I tried to
Gjør dobbelen vanskelig
explain.
for den, så er det fint.
So they lose the
Det er ikke
control.
noe dobbel her for den da, det er en
Quite a
kvarting.
momentum now for Team Walstad.
Soft T-line her. Kommer han sikkert til å frysteppe etterpå.
Kan vi være høyere opp?
Ja, hvis det er litt høyere, så har han dobbelen begge veier da. Litt lavere, så får han fryst.
Jeg
Det er
tenker,
ikke sikkert det er kjempefint.
Kanskje bedre med bak, eller? Så hvis han fryser frysshot?
Garden?
Nei, jeg mener å dybe bra bak de.
Ja, det er greit. T-line da,
Det er
eventuelt
bedre at
bak.
han får frys og sitte bak 10 enn dobbel og foran 10 i hvert fall.
Ja, jeg er enig.
men vil vi gi han en frys bak garden, eller skal vi dra en øppen?
Vi får ikke til å
Han
dra
kommer til å gå rundt garden uansett, tror jeg.
Ok.
Rett bak 10, eller?
Topp T-line optimalt, bak 10 er ok.
So T-line
Hva hadde jeg da?
is the call.
Så vi er ganske
Not
like.
too long, a little bit of probably splitting up situation in the house. A little bit of tap of the one sitting front 8.
8!
6,5 er perfekt.
Ja, kan egentlig ikke være borti.
9. 9.
Har du plass?
Styra. Styra.
Or even
Ja, i huset. Det
direct
er
come
9.
around.
Ligger ganske bra. faktisk.
Apologize, I didn't see it. They want to make it too deep. I thought the ice. And this might be a little bit too long, and they have to make sure that it's really getting back. Yeah, they just need really, they want to separate
Just freezing it up.
Yeah, I
house
think
and
so.
Okay.
they're going for the freeze now, though. That's quite really both sides. I think a risk of the Team Walstad. They really
Baseball, swing right there.
Back 4.
putting up. I don't want to say a track,
Back in.
but they really make
Back
it
4.
Whoa.
possibility
wait, good.
for Thomas Muirhead to play the draw. But if this is not perfect, there's a really good option to keep the pressure up. So they make sure make a perfect
Lock it on.
freeze here. So that's some of relief on Team Smith's side. Really good one. That changes now a little bit the. So I think it was not the perfect call or even the execution of the Norwegian team before. They wanted to have some separation, but then they needed to make sure that with the freeze they don't get shot rock like it happened before.
Det føles som det er mer sig.
So let's see. The only chance is now to follow the same pass and maybe open up later on.
Kort om noe.
7!
Har du plass?
Den er bra.
7-8.
7 er bra.
Må gå.
Har du plass? Linja ok.
1.
Ligger frys.
1.
Gå frys.
Den er bra.
Looks good
Gå,
for the
gå. Vi
freeze.
skal fryse.
Need to make sure that there's really good contact and make maybe a little bit too short. So here's the chance to either follow the pass, another freeze, or even tap the blue back. We'll see what the call will be.
If he taps us, is he going to be short or are we going to be short?
We'll be short, I thought. We're going to be here. Yeah.
No, but when the blue goes there, then the yellow's going to be where the blue is it? Even if that's the case, we might have this for 2.
Well, yeah. We're yeah. If you tap it a wee bit, that's okay. that what I had, is it?
Yeah.
So
3 seconds. This is 6. 6.
Carl Smith asking for the stone number. So he want to play with stone number 6. So probably there are some differences in the running. It's all stones from Curling Club Hamburg. Been made a little bit more curl at the beginning of the weekend. So as I said before, Joe Fritz, ice technician of the behalf of the German Curling Federation, did an excellent job.
The weight's back 4. Weight's perfect. A little heavy.
Weight's
here high. Weight's good.
It's a
Little heavy.
really important one now.
Back 8.
This looks not sharp.
Back 4.
Now it's getting better. Back 4. Now they have to make sure that's not over curling.
Go.
Okay, good.
Wow, quite good results.
Really good curl.
But as you can see, they were waiting. They expected to be a bit longer. Then they left it on its own, and then it picked up something, some debris from the ice, and it really started to curl.
Jeg synes ikke frysen er verdt noe, for han kommer til å gjøre den kålen.
Har du mulighet til å tappe
Kan vi
den
gjøre
litt
det med
og ligge i shot, eller?
Hvis du skulle kølle dit på dobbelen på frysen, så er det greit. Men jeg får ikke toeren her da.
Nei, det er ikke det.
Nej, för att få en enkel lobb.
Det här är ju exakt den vi hade i förra matchen när vi träffade för tunt, va?
Ja, da skal du prøve den der.
Det blir bra.
Altså, vent en ting. Eller så kan du kan snike den ut der også. Sitte her eventuelt.
Ja, den er sår. Det er ikke masse køll rundt den garden.
Nei, du ser ikke kant til kant. Du ser liksom ingenting.
11. Og hvis den tetter, så spinner den litt.
Ikke relativt rett, sånn der, ja.
Utover så kan vi finne på køll, da.
Ja, vi får bare rent da.
Sikte på kvarting.
Nei, men den
Skal vi spille av
på
veggen?
nærmere senter, var han ikke det?
Hæ?
25%.
Den gikk ganske rett inn, husker vi spilte vant.
Ja.
Og dobla, men det var lenger inn da.
Ja, stemmer.
Så kølte det ganske bra andre veien når vi spilte inn den over nesa.
Sikte på 20.
20 er bra.
So
Vilken fart.
11.
the weight is about 11. So they're going for a slight in Vic, I would say. They want to hit the blue one first and tick in and get rid of the one sitting shot rock now.
Whoa.
Quite a difficult shot. Just need a piece of the blue and running the shooter into the ring, and they got it. Really good attempt. Really nice one. But still, I would say, not the perfect outcome. We remember Norway had a situation where they were lying 3 and could go for another one, placement of 4 rocks. Now they're having, or leaving at least, Team Smith several options to play perfect freezes. We still see the one red sitting in between the blue, and now another attempt. So it might be only one in the end for Team Walstad from Oppdal Curling Club, the north of Norway.
Line's good. Here, narrow. Gotta go line.
Line's good, get it there.
Hard line.
Line's good, get it there, boys.
Come
on,
They
Waldo.
really have to work
Hard,
hard on
Waldo.
the weight, not to be so short. And this looks not heavy. No. This was played not good enough. So here's the steal for Norway.
Bra att vi går på dragningarna. Vårt spel.
Quite a lead. It's a 3-1 lead, solid after 4 ends played. So the momentum is with the Norwegian teams. And we proceed in the second half of this German Masters. We'll get back soon.
Spiller du?
Halva kvar då.
En? Holder en?
En?
ikke 6 der, sant?
1-6.
Ja, nettopp. Stemmer det.
Magnus.
Ja, men helst ikke på fart.
Ok, linja er bra.
Kjenns lang! Kjenns lang!
Linja er bra, bare fart.
Kjenns lang! Topp 4 holder.
Jeg er lang nok.
Spill, Alex.
Spill.
Det er bra fotarbeid.
Sitt.
Størrelse 1 da, antar jeg. Ja, det er bra.
Bra liv.
postarbeid.
Ja. Good, Kami. Good.
Bare litt mindre. Bare litt til, mindre.
To. Vil ha 3.
Jeg må gå.
Linja er grei. Må køle litt.
2.
Ok. Kom igjen. Hard. Langt opp foran. Kom igjen, Markus. Nå gjelder det. Kom igjen. Hard.
Bra, Kosta.
Jeg spiller, Alex.
So, second half already started of this German Masters on the Curling Champions Tour. It's the 6th time we are part of this. Started back in 2012
Wait there, T-line.
with
No line.
winning a US team, Team George.
We don't need to go wait.
And then we have the first win of Team Murdoch. They already won twice. Also the defending champion of this event here. But this time they couldn't make it to the playoffs, unfortunately. And also we got Team Boccia in 2015. The Canadians also playing here, but lost also the qualification games. And also Team Michael, the former Team Michael, winner of 2014. They are represented now by Pfister, and they lost their quarterfinal last night to Team Timofeev from Russia.
Walk that one on. Bite the forefoot. Go. Bite the forefoot.
Yeah, we're short.
Line's good.
We might be okay.
Line's really good if you can get it here.
Weight's good.
A little bit of room now, Tom. Lock it on, boys. Lock it on. Line's perfect. Jesus. Really nice.
Good sweep, boys.
Very good.
Sweep.
3 er fint.
Ja, jeg har slitt å kjøre opp på gard der før. Husk
Ok.
hva
Kutter dem der, da. Kant
tror
i
jeg
kant
nesten-
med den som er der.
Jeg tror om noe at det er litt mye. Jeg vil gjerne ha kant.
Ok.
Det kommer liksom ikke så mye på slutten på i dragningene. Det blir bra. Kjennes lenger.
Vil ha 3.
Henger langt ute foreløpig.
Linja, ok. Må sette seg, ser det ut som.
Det må sette seg, altså.
Da må han køle, Alex.
Nei!
Wow.
Nei.
Wow, Alex. Ikke rør.
The Line was not perfect, therefore they have to wait. The finish is getting better.
Either nose. Hope this one goes over the face of that red.
Yeah.
Or we play this.
I maybe prefer that. I think it's almost too early to like, because that red's safe now, eh?
That one. Oh yeah. If we make this, I'm not really sure what he does.
What is it?
I think that's the shot. Even if you only, if you just stay there and stay like half open,
If you're,
it'd be better.
Anywhere just inside nose or a little more.
Aye, roll a stone really.
They're just
You would
thinking
just
of
want to throw
how
barrier.
much to roll in this situation.
Well, I've got enough to throw barrier, like.
Yep, that's good.
Kyle Waddle asking for the weight and just want to make sure to give no angle here for Team Walstad to run back or putting up a double or something like that.
Yep, gotta go.
Hard.
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 They
Hard,
really
Tommy.
need to keep it in line, that it's not overcurling. They pass the guard, they do, and there's the roll, but a little bit too much. And then that's the risk now. And also, here's the jam. That was not a good result at all. Maybe we see the slow-mo again. You could see it overcurls. And run back the blue one here on the red in the back house. And even the shooter runs in a situation or where giving up Team Walstad the opportunity for playing the double. And of course, they don't want to be asked twice. They just go for it. They jump on it. The option, the possibility for getting rid of both red ones is there. Markus Heuberg playing an out-turn takeout. Magnus Nick has to take it and run it, and a little bit too much hit. Maybe a little bit too much sweeping also.
How's that?
Got like an edge of the blue.
Of this one?
Yeah, maybe an inch.
I think it's almost like you could
Just try this.
tight to the guard.
Do you think it'll curl enough there?
Just throw like back four.
Even if we just, like half stone, bump that blue into open, try and sit on top of the top one.
Yeah.
Got an inch, yeah, about an inch.
It's tricky with that. The only shot on this turn's like freeze here, but
We
you
freeze
bump
out.
the call.
He's,
I think this is probably the shot. You know, we just sit in front of that.
Can we
just back forward?
Can we run it back and roll to a corner guard?
Nah, I'm not keen on that.
We're definitely forced then, eh?
I think if we throw like back four and just try and get this.
I think it really is the right call now. Just make sure that your shooter stays somewhere here in front of the house, not roll too much. And there's not a lot of space here. Just try to push back one of the blue and keep sitting with your own shooter in front. Having this shot later on for doing something. So Thomas Muirhead.
Touch heavy.
A little bit heavy. That was the call from the sweepers.
Gotta go!
Now they have to keep it in line. They have to pass the guard, and that curls a lot. No. This one opens up.
The worst.
The only good thing is that they open up a little bit the center. So having a chance
Ok, så han kan
with
ikke
the
spille
next
den.
shot maybe
Nei,
going
nei.
on the blue.
Ok, går det den her da? Midt på linja, perfekt.
Bra fart.
Magnus. Linja bra.
2,5. 2.
Linja bra.
Kun 2.
The line is good.
Linja bra.
En tredjedel
Just
over senterlinja, perfekt.
need
Alex
to
da, sikkert.
place this right in front, and they were going on
Det er ikke mye lenger enn det
the
der.
line of the shot rock.
Japp, 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 japp.
Now it's
Hard,
up
hard,
to
hard, hard, hard.
Alexandra Lindström to make it curl a little bit more. The line is not too bad.
Enter.
The only thing is like there's a chance for a run through maybe if you go on the both guards. You can run the shooter through, get rid of the blue one and
What turn do you like? The out turn?
keep it going into the house, run it into the house.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever you, I'm just asking, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I think, yeah, just go out turn.
Are they going
If
for...
we get really lucky, we might push that blue a wee bit.
Well, if you make that, I think you will. You'll nudge it and roll up a little.
Now they're going for the straight race, a little bit on the intern side and roll with the shoot to the left and then get rid of the blue. That's probably the better, much better call. I was just thinking loud.
Kami!
Whoa. Hard, Kami!
Gotta go, Kami, gotta go!
This, well, from the result, really not bad. It was
All right.
kind of what they planned, but they wanted to hit on the different spot for sure. So here they want to go for on the out turn side, but they got the Invic double here and remove all stones from the center. So quite a good result.
Rull bak den blå.
Er det bedre å vise litt på utsida da? Vi skal være sånn.
Hva du sa, Markus?
Nei, ingenting.
Ok.
11. Det var sikkert
And the
greit.
putt is just following. Of course, there's only one red. Not for long. Stefan Walstad has the chance to play a taker on this and even roll the shooter into the center of the house.
Japp! Wow! Japp, 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 japp. Ingen rull, ingen rull, ingen rull.
Here we go. Nice roll. Maybe they roll just in between the two guards. That's what we probably see right now if the camera pulls away a little bit. Here we can see, no, that looks actually pretty good. Really nice shot by Stefan Walstad. Still a little bit of chance. I think you either go for draw or you go for lightweight, tapping back or rolling to the right-hand side. I think both is there.
What, you wanting to play like this then?
Just a heavy draw weight.
Yeah, that's the call.
So,
Not a really...
Wrecking either guard's a bit of a disaster.
Not really a takeout. They're just going for a heavy draw weight, as they said. So back house, just enough power to push away the blue one and roll the shooter behind the guard.
Throw like, need to be like back 8 weight.
95 is back 8 weight.
Here the guard.
Yeah. You want 6? 95 then.
Back 4.
Back 8.
Yep.
Line. Line, gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Heads down.
Gotta go.
All the way.
Hard Waddle.
Gotta go.
Hard Waddle.
Go, go, go.
Hard. Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sit. Okay, that works.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's curling more than earlier.
So, unfortunately, of course, not the result they wanted. Just touching the guard and missing the shot rock. So, really crucial situation when you have the perspective of the Scottish team. Still a chance to get back, at least with a steal. But the momentum is definitely on side of the very solid playing Norwegian team here, skipped by Stefan Walstad. Going for a hit here and get rid of the one red counter. So, I would say there only is a hit and stay. Or
What weight do you like? Barrier, that's up to you. I don't know. Same barrier he's been throwing.
Yeah, barrier's nice.
so this is a really, really important one. He needs to have the stay here and make it curl a little bit. So it's getting better in the end. They were a little bit afraid. They were offline. So here is the single. Here's the one counter. They need at least, and not giving up 2 or 3 in this end. So the score is now 3-2. Still the lead of and control of Team Walstad. But there were quite a few chances to really even decide the game here. As we remember, in end 4, really crucial situations for Team Smith, and again in this end. So they need to regroup, they need to go on, and how this is going to be done, maybe some nice words from Søren Gran. He's a well-experienced curler, coach of Team Timofeyev from Russia, and of course playing for Sweden all the time, and all the curls, they will probably know him. Søren Gran, welcome here again.
Thank you very much.
So, talking about Team Smith, I mean, they're one behind, not having the hammer, going into the 6th end now. What's the plan?
I'm pretty sure he will try hard to get a steal out of this end. I think he realized that he have to do that, and hopefully then force in the 7th and come home with a hammer to score a 2.
So that's probably the roadmap they all have now.
Yeah, pretty sure about that. Worst case scenario is to maybe let one away, force for the 6th, and go for 2 in the 7th, and then steal in the 8th end. So that's probably plan B.
And in your time with the Royal Caledonian Curling Club and the Olympic program, have you been in touch with the boys? Have you been practicing with them as well, or were they too young? They were still in the junior program in those days, or?
Oh no, they was in the junior program, but we was connecting with them as well, because they was start to grow into the men's game, and I had a lot of chats with the guys over the years. So they are good, talented curlers and very dedicated to the sport.
As you can see, the only game they lost throughout the event was just the one in the qualifier one against this Team Walstad. I don't want to say they're surprised. We were already talking about Team Walstad, 6 consecutive qualification into the World Curling Tour events and also Curling Champion Tour event. Every time qualified, that's quite a result.
Oh yeah, and I think they have really been Walstad team. We've seen them around for many years now, and they have been stepped up every year, I would say. And now they have found a team lineup that they also enjoy and look very comfortable in.
They were switching a little bit at the beginning. Marcus Højbjerg was skipping some time.
And I think also they had a guy called Thomas Løvold playing with them. And also maybe a couple of others of Norwegian curlers. So
they let it die, just keeping up. They want to make sure that this is not just staying around there.
I think I didn't know if they tried to play corner or if they tried to play it in the rings. I was not following that.
So that's the Swedish version of the two brothers, I would say.
Yes, exactly. I think
Christian Lindström.
Yeah, sadly he have an injury, so he couldn't keep going with Niklas Edin's team for the Olympics. So he have to regroup as a skip again in a, let's say, Swedish 3 maybe, this third team in Sweden.
Is it like, they said they're very ambitious in the new lineup. So his problem is that he couldn't go as a front-end player, kind of, or what's the injury about?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think he have a shoulder injury, and he couldn't be ready to go when the season starts. So they realized they're going to be behind. He's going to be behind when they're going into the season, and I think that's the reason they changed. So
okay.
His slide was actually all right if you just let it go.
So the Scottish team here, I worked with them a lot pre-season, and then they have other coaches during the season. So I've been involved with all of them.
So it's quite all 4 top teams are here, so we're very happy about that. But talking not only about the Scottish team, I mean your team, Timofeev, like your skip is ill. You told me.
Yeah, he was. I heard when I was in Moscow that he had a stomach problem, and he had to go to hospital and stay there for a couple of days, or maybe a week. I don't know exactly, but he was in this lineup who did very well in the Europeans, and we was wishing to have that playing here this weekend. So sadly, we have a little bit setback there.
So anyway, all the best to him whenever you talk to him again. But all over the result. Quite happy?
Yeah, I think...
Third place, sorry for...
Oh, yeah. No. I think it's what we can expect from the team right now in this situation we are. And, of course, when you come to the semi-final, you will always reach a little bit higher. But I think it was the best result in 4 or 5 years for Russian men's team, so in the European Tour, or World Curling Tour.
Oh, super. So it's like in the semi-final against Smith, they were just about... We didn't cover this one, but
no, I think we had a pretty good line. We had a pretty good situation in the second end, and we was lying 3 when Kyle made a triple knockout and took 2 from us. So it was a little bit of a setback for us there. But we fight it on, but we was not really close to catch them.
So the Scottish team quite in control then, kind of, but. We'll see. That doesn't look like the last 2-3 ends, I would say. The team Walstad always a little bit more in control and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, what I saw from the game from above, it was that they start. Scotland make too many mistakes right now.
Don't talk too loud. You're sitting in the bar.
okay.
But the arena lineup is like that. It's a really nice venue. It's worth a visit. Come to Hamburg. It's a really good bar.
Excellent. That's a great shot from Walstad again.
Yeah, really. Sorry for.
No, that's cool. But I think they have done a lot of unforced errors here, so they have to really pick up the A game from now on if they're going to have a chance against Walstad, who are playing very well.
So here at least also everything destroyed before, but still a chance to some guards around, you draw behind.
Yeah, maybe the plan is right now to try to force at least because he still have the 4-4 to draw to here in the end of this end. So.
Hard line.
So top 8 maybe a little bit short.
Yeah.
They need to sweep it right away and probably straighten it up a bit. But also for the line, they need the sweep.
Come on, line's real good. Line's really good. You still got it. Hard. Hard.
It's far too short. Missing up to 2 meters.
It seems like they're losing the weight control a bit here. Like they've been light and tight for the last few ends here, so they probably struggle with the ice conditions right now a little bit.
Yeah, we remember the shot before. Also, like Carl Smith was playing, his last one was also coming light. I think it was the fourth end.
Yeah. So I think he maybe don't have control of the weight right now. Happens sometimes in curling, you know. That
really?
But not for us.
It's so easy. I just mentioned to Victor, to Marcel in the semi-final before. It's so easy, like if you keep on talking in this. It was before in the game. It was Victor Hjell. We talked about talking about strategy and game plans and executing. It's like being on the coach bench or commentary sitting. It's so easy.
Of course.
What you need to play, but being out there and as we said, like getting out of the emotion, just playing draw by draw, shot by shot. It's easily said, but not so easy to when you're on the ice there.
No, and of course, that's why I maybe we talked about this, you and I, the other day, about coaching, how much you can actually help the team, and maybe in situations when you lose your control, you maybe need some help from a coach. But when everything is fine, you don't need a coach at all.
So you would be also good to have some interaction possibilities in between games.
I a big fan of that, and I try to encourage that as much as I can. That we should be able to have contact with our players all the game, as long as we have the time clocks.
Yeah. So make sure that we don't delay the game. It just has to be really straight on time.
Yeah, and I think then more we work and practice with the curlers like Scotland, Russia, Sweden, and other countries. The coaches have a lot of involvement with the players all around the year. I don't know about other countries, but they probably have as well. But I think that's going to be the future for curling, to have more involvement from.
I think could put up much value. I think, as you said before, as long as we're not delaying from the European point of view, we sometimes, probably not the Scottish, I don't know how you think, but even cut down the game from, as we played here, from 10 ends to 8 ends. I think it's still a good thing. Could be just to speed up the games, as we think of a broad audience. But it's also like the one side says, well, no, 10 ends, we stick to that. I think we have to be flexible for the future if we keep the progress going on.
No, I think that's a 10-end game is a 3-hour game.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many sports do you watch for 3 hours? But this one
in Europe, less. In other countries, maybe more. But it's
You know, and I mean, we should watch the Canadian curling as well, the Grand Slam, who are very popular on TV. Is 8 ends every game. So, and I'm probably for 8 ends as well.
For 8 ends as well. So we are on the same line on this. That's good. So back to the game. Another attempt of a come around, but this really curls too much. And looks like Team Smith doesn't have the right key to open up the door for putting up some pressure for Team Walstad. 2 easy shots right now for the Norwegian. Even if they had difficult ones, they made it.
Yeah. No, I think that right now, like I said, they struggle with the weight and the lines right now, and they overcurl a lot. So they probably have to go to plan C now and try to have a blank.
So it's always good having some plans in the pocket.
That's good in curling. You can have many plans. I try to play tough here and come around. Probably the better option as well, because it's a long double there for him, even if we know that Kai can play very high weights and do nearly any double.
When was the last time, I think, world champion in 2014, Carl Smith, or when they, what title, junior level, 2013 something?
I think he won...
Some years back.
I think it was in Sochi.
In Sochi, okay.
It could have been for...
2013 then, maybe.
13 then, the year before the Olympics, because they played the World Juniors at that arena the year before. So I think that's his last title. But, you know, he'd been close a couple of times.
So now going for the draw. Again, facing 2 blue counters. Of course, they're not lying pretty well, but we have to imagine Team Smith is not keeping the hammer in this 6th end. They're still going for the steal.
Or at least the force, I think, you're trying for here now. So I think he put a little bit the game in play here now, but that's what he likes to do.
Well, that looks much better than before. But is it good enough? I think the weight was perfect, but they maybe in this situation they needed a little bit more weight. I think maybe 40 centimeters more could separate from blue to red. So this is quite a good chance running back the front blue one.
Yeah, I think he was even thinking about going back gate or behind T-line just to get the separation, as you said, because it's just can be 4-foot run back, and he normally does do this one. So
Vanlig.
A good thing for Kyle is the blue stone is outside the rings, so you maybe have to offer one of them, yeah. Yeah, this guy have really played well the games we played against him this year, so...
Look very comfortable, and also like the way they act on the ice is a very, very relaxed mood.
Yeah.
So that's a Scandinavian way, probably.
Oh,
or is it not?
absolutely. All Scandinavians.
Just to run some cliches here.
All Scandinavians are cool guys.
Yeah. Once again, well played by Stefan Walstad. That's the first one in this 6th end.
Yeah, you probably have two options here now, is to play the hit and roll or make another draw then. But then he definitely put the game on stake, so...
Yeah.
You have it all, do you? Yeah, it's like almost perfectly in the middle of the bowl. Okay.
So it's just talking about what the port is about. It's just, you could see almost everything. Maybe the right guard covers a little bit of it, but should work.
Yeah, he doesn't. The guards is not in the way for him to do the roll, the hit and roll he tried to do. So he probably have a good chance to make this shot.
It looks like I'm going to be close to that guard, eh?
Yeah.
Close to this one?
It looks like that to me.
Would you throw normal at it? I'm just, that's what I'm thinking.
I'll just put up the speed a little bit. Barrier might be a little bit too slow. They're thinking of maybe overcurling.
Yeah. So he just said.
High nose, you probably
I don't mind that.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of cool how they discuss about the right weight more than actually how much they're going to hit on the stone. Nowadays, we was just happy to hit them.
Just a hair high nose. We just need to roll 2 stones. Yeah, I think normal's the weight anyway.
I was talking with Marcel before in the semi-final. It was same thing. Like there's such well-educated players already in the young age. They already know the shots, how to hit it, and the way they talk, they communicate. It's not like stressing around. It's just like they know what they want to do.
Yeah.
And they try to find the best way to execute. Of course, they need to play it first, but still they're very aware of what has to be done. This looks good. And a really nice shot, really nice roll. I think perfectly played and quite necessary in this momentum, and that really good.
So he got back to plan B when he's going to force one in the 6th and probably try to take 2 in the 7th. But you know, Kyle and Cammy come from the Smith family and Thomas from the Murid family. So I think they have had a couple of interesting curling communication around the dinner tables there.
I can't imagine. And if we put like a Hammy McMillan Jr. on the table, that would be just some really generation talks.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if Hammy have played with these guys, but that could be a very interesting mix. They are the same age group, so.
Yeah. So, draw for 1. That's the call. No run back now. I think that's also a smart position.
Yeah. He like to keep the hammer in the even end, so
2 ahead then.
Oh, look here, he look heavy. That could be a steal.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit surprise.
First mistake we see. So that was probably a little bit of lack of concentration now, or just overpaced it. Quite a surprise. We were talking like, oh, easy, everything is cool, and on the supposed to be easy shot, he makes his first mistake in this game.
You think easy shot is stop the stone in 4 foot?
We're we're talking about this level. It's like if you expect it, of course, and they expect.
You're 100% right about that. But I think is when people try it for the first time, they will realize that the whole sheet is a problem to stay inside.
And for me, just even slide on the broom.
That's because we have bad knees.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You fixed that. You fixed that? Okay. Cool. I had mine now.
No, I keep on talking positive about it.
Okay, that's good. No, it's interesting now because it was maybe the score that Kai looked for, but he did it maybe a little bit different than he thought he should do. So So, but every way is a good way, yeah.
I think it's for the final. I don't want to say I like it, but see, it's a very, very parallel score. If you see at the scoreboard in the background.
Yeah.
So we are bringing up to a very close decision here in the German Masters final, brought to you by World Curling TV in cooperation with Curling Champions Tour. So hope you all enjoyed this Sunday afternoon final. 3-3 after 6 ends played. So who will be the 2017 Master? Defending champion David Murdoch couldn't make it to the playoffs. We talked about that before. Quite a good bunch of good teams couldn't make it this year.
Oh, yeah, I was kind of happy to see the perfect teams coming here. I think if you look into the Europeans team, we're only missing Niklas' team, I think.
Yeah, and they talked to me running out of budget because they were traveling slot. They were cutting down their program.
Yeah. No, and I think they have been planning their season to go to the slams first of all and go and be playing in Canada. And I think if they have to cut something, they maybe still do it from the European tour then.
It's totally acceptable. It's just like putting on. I had to talk to Oscar Eriksson. They would be nice to come back, but except probably last season they were a little bit over the point. You could see at the European Championships, so they were not sharp enough anymore. Playing a lot in Canada, all the slams, and
yeah, and I think they even stayed in Canada for 2 or 3 months.
Renting in a flat, something.
Yeah. But I think they realized they were still traveling a lot in Canada, so they didn't earn so much by staying there, and they lost practice. What Niklas said to me, anyway.
Yeah.
And right now they go back to Walstad where they know everything and stay there and practice a lot more, I think.
Oh, it's always you find the right balance. I think you need really the regular practice in between, because I think with the, probably you agree on this, with just playing competitions, of course you build probably other skills, so the competition skills, but on the other hand you lose some technique point. You start doing things you probably don't do if you focused on this.
I totally agree with you about that, 100%, and I think that's a little bit what I try to educate my curlers with, is to actually try to come back after competition and work technically the first they do before they start practicing again. I know it's sometimes tough to find time for that, but to be playing a technical sport as curling, I think you have to.
Still probably like good example compare with the, for example, playing tennis and also like going for golf, for example, best example, what minor mistakes can affect on your style of play.
Oh yeah, I maybe shouldn't say that, but I think golf is maybe more difficult than curling in a way.
Yeah, definitely, because it's, I think, minor things like really in what could happen.
Yeah.
But the parallel thing I always say is like, you have lots of time to think what you can do wrong
during the slide.
During the slide, and then with the golf, maybe it's just before hitting the ball.
But I saw a map sometime on a picture. It was it mentioned 150 things you think about when you do a golf swing.
Okay.
So you probably have 250 in curling.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I don't want to take away the skill of curlers, but it's a little bit more things that you have to consider when you hit the golf ball, I think.
Yeah.
But it's a team sport, and that's different to start with.
Definitely, and you have still, even if you release the stone, you can work on it and make it more. Don't want to get too much in the broom talk again, but the last season, good example how it worked.
Oh yeah, and how we try to stretch we didn't stretch the rules because we didn't have a rule. So I just think that the teams was just using the situation where they could take advantage of doing this stuff. And it was good that WCF took care of it and made a good took control of what we can use and how it works. So
I think it also like the most, I would say, the majority of players, they already agreed on this, that to work along with the federation to really put up standards that make it, I think, both ways. That sweeping still is a major factor in athletics skill, which I like personally a lot. But like it's not the biggest issue. Still, like it's back to the player to execute the shot very well. and then you have possibilities to keep it in line and keep it longer.
Absolutely. I think we have come back to the ground roots of what curling is all about, and I think
Is it
that's
maybe better coming
excellent job by WCF to do that.
Because if you leave it here,
Excellent job, also done before. Really nice hit and roll.
Because if we put it there, does he no double rip and that's away? Whereas,
you have to get it on the inside, I think, or dead on, really.
So Cosmos just talking about where to put the
I don't mind
freeze.
playing this.
I think it's maybe the better shot, is it not?
Even if you, just short of it or just around it, either one's no bad.
Okay.
That's one of the things
Play for
we were
that.
talking about before. It's like they really talking about what's the best solution right now, and even thinking 2-3 shots ahead.
Exactly.
And it's not only just we need to freeze somewhere. It's just where, from which side we come, and
I think the dynamic here is well to tell the sweepers a little bit what kind of options they have. Then they call down the weight to end line, and they can decide quickly what to change to if they need to.
Top 8, boys.
All you boys.
so everybody's involved. And that's all about the curling thing. We're talking about team sport. It's like on this level, I think it's so important. Everybody really knows what the shot has to look like, and they put it perfectly there where they want to have it.
Yeah, there are 2 options, and they took one of them. That's perfect. No, I think this Kyle's team here, they also was playing a final against Nicholas in the Grand Slam this year. So I think they have really raised their game to a much higher level, and you can see
Hvis
that.
du straffer den litt tjukt, så kan jo en at vi klipper den da, og bare den sitter igjen. Men i så fall må de garde den, og så er det
I think it was pretty in the start of the season, no?
Yeah, it was the first slam I think they played this year.
25-30.
So now he also talked with the guys what he should do and what to do and what they do after that.
So
good for me,
glad sitting here, I have to talk or ask you what they're talking about. Maybe more listening. Some words, some Scandinavian words I understand.
Yeah, I know.
And
that's not bad for him.
Open up and run the blue one into the ring.
So now it's an interesting move from Kyle. See what he wants to do.
Is there a double?
Snow getting us a force.
No, you're right. Guard your red, no?
Yeah, that's the shot.
Okay. I think so.
And he told us
too, but
and he told us there what he want to have from this end, and he want to force. He was kind of clear about that. So
it almost makes it trickier to peel it as well.
Yeah.
If we peel it, if we go too tight, sorry, is it no easy for him to go across the face of that red?
Well, no, he might run it even.
That's what I mean. Sorry, that's what I mean.
The only other shot's to hit this one.
I don't mind throwing the guard with this one.
Yeah,
is it halfway guard bad?
Aye, well, in between. Definitely don't want to leave him this hit and roll. We have to make sure we cover that side of the stone,
The question was just about where to put the guard. When they go for the guard, then just make sure to cover the right side of the red stone, not the side where they get the team Walstad get rid of it.
No, I think it was interesting to listen to them. You and I can talk forever, you know. But it's nice to listen to the guys. I think it's interesting how to discuss and for young curlers watching this is a good way to learn how to deal with these situations.
Yeah, really. I always try, if I explain to young curlers, like, it has to come, it's so tough, we come again to this, it's pressure situations, but we have to really cut down, break it down to make it a very objective, easy talk.
Oh, yeah.
And just like, here's the situation, we have this opportunity, what can we play, this and that and that. It sounds so easy, but when you're pumped up, it's so difficult.
It's a totally different story when you're out there playing. I think that's unique with curling as well, that we have these microphones on the players and they can actually hear every move they make, and I think that's great. It's a good thing for TV.
Yeah, definitely. We very much appreciate to have the chance to show you this. And here, heavyweight takeout by Markus Heuberg.
I think that was... Yeah, he's still looking for a blank, so I think he's probably okay with that one.
Yeah.
Just a little longer this time.
Well, he's going to draw the night too, then
Yeah.
But even in the semi-final today, I don't want to say like put it on, but Marcus didn't show so sharp today.
Okay.
Somehow
I really backed that.
Missing out a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, just
less ice. Or I think
thinking about the semi-final before, and here we did see that's not minor things, I would say.
Yeah.
Just
You
the
know.
result probably always not the best.
We can sit here and look for minor things.
Yeah.
That's one of our jobs, you know, to try to give an explanation for
No,
things,
good
so-
weight.
it looks heavy.
No,
Well
I
longer.
think this is two very good team to watch. This
Well longer.
new curling style, and they are very, very tactically good. So I think that's a very interesting
longer.
game because of that.
No, we're further than that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think you're happy with that.
Yep. Covering the side they want to have, the left-hand side of the red one.
Yeah.
Leaving no good option, either the run or now maybe going for another,
Ja, problemet med å dra på den
Putting
siden her er
another
at
one
du
in.
fort kan legge opp at de
Placing
kan få
another
smelt
blue.
på et eller annet her, da.
Da blir det fort
Her, da.
Yeah, he said that if you go into the right-hand side
Så jeg
there,
måtte
he
prøve å
was
rulle
afraid for
bak
some
her.
double. Because you know the skill from Kyle about the takeout, so he probably gonna be careful.
Jeg syns ikke den er dum. Den på høyresida. Dra out den der.
But it seems like he covered a lot of the blue stone
Det er
here.
greit, det.
So I think right now, I think Walstad have realized it's not a blanking play anymore.
So
now
the switch,
you have to switch to try to take it two now.
that's also one of the things, like you could see like young teams always struggling a little bit, or not so well experienced teams, that there's always a mention. You have probably an end plan or game plan, but it's not working out. Then to find the right momentum, okay, now we have to change.
Yeah. And I think also Kyle forced him to do that. He wanted to have a score in this end, so I think it's
Litt trang. Magnus, hvis du kan.
both teams having a mind game right now. No, it's chess.
Yeah,
No, it's chess.
Yeah, it's chess, but it's great. I mean, as you said before, it's really good to watch. Now that really showcases the skills both teams have.
Linja her. Her er perfekt.
Stays perfect. That's good. Maybe a little bit longer.
As you said, just passing the T line is really hardly can see, but it's there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise.
Yeah. And if you make the freeze now,
Yeah.
you probably have the force. So
But leaves the spot at least for freeze. Even there was some room to the guard, so even it's a chance to curl a little bit inside.
yeah.
Sitting on the corner, but
Not very much.
Not very much.
No, I think he is possible. So, but he can't be heavy.
They threw 14-1, so was that similar to what I threw?
We'll be far off. No, you be
You
less.
see, we're still having a friendly game, and the guys speak with each other. So
Say like a 95-3 is good here.
that's curling atmosphere. You can still be friendly to your opponents.
14-1.
Just a little more.
We have no tackles, you know. Not yet.
Maybe on the psychology one,
Yeah.
but that's another
not-
point.
yeah,
But
that's
it's
not
good. I think it's also, I like to see emotions. I also, as long as you're not destroying anything or throwing the
good.
broom or whatever,
Yeah.
but all these kind of things, it's
Weight's nice.
if we all just cool, it's
Line's good.
Maybe gonna be a bit boring.
Yeah.
Weight's good. Have to go. Weight's good.
So here we go. Nice
Room.
draw, a nice freeze
Weight's good.
is
Weight's
asked.
Walk it on, Kami.
Whoa, whoa.
That's excellent. Can't make it much better than that.
Is he sitting shot rock?
It's close.
Maybe as well.
But at least, I mean, better than the blue one in front, and,
Yeah.
and it's, also like tighten up or closing the scoring zone,
Yeah.
make it,
No, I think that was an excellent shot.
Yeah.
He couldn't have done it much better.
yeah.
Tror jeg er greit å pile den, prøve å chappe den vi satt nå, jeg, altså.
Yeah, he say he's gonna try to maybe nose it the red, or peel it just out as well. That was the two options he talked about.
spiller han den.
Gjør den, da.
I think blue is
11 eller
lying.
pil. Får den litt ut av firfoten, liksom.
Den her da, synes dere den er risky?
Det ser ut som vi går over, Steffen.
Synes du det?
Ja.
Hvis det liksom det blir sånn, da. Der.
Ok. Ja.
I think it's there to drag it back a little bit or run it back. So red on blue and blue on red?
Yeah, I don't think that angle is there.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I think that blue is flying. Oh, there we had the third option.
Yeah. But then they, I think, really need a curl. You can see it. It's there.
Yeah.
It's just ticking in the blue one.
No,
The draw.
I'm not sure about this shot, but I could be wrong.
You think it's not probably the right call to really come around with this one now?
If he's just a hair short of that, still lying two, Kyle can come down and touch down the red, and he's gonna have a hard one to get to. So, but it's you had a couple of options here, and you have to choose one of them.
Yeah. So he was heavy on his last draw.
Shit.
We'll see if this one works out better.
So I think they took the T line. Sweeper started T line.
Hold on.
Oh, heavy again.
Aldri.
Oh, it's too heavy. It's pretty good. So I think that's pretty good.
Mye Walstad, eller?
Bra, Walstad, gutta. Bra meldt.
Oh yeah, that's really good. It's probably say 2-3 centimeters covered by the red in front, and probably only the chance to tick in the red one.
Yeah, or that freeze there.
Or freeze, just
Yeah, that's the two options.
So following the same pass and just sit in front of the blue shot one.
Was good for Walstad that it had been a little bit deeper. He could have hit the red one on the right hand side and made a double. So that's probably a shot that Kyle never missed.
Maybe it's depends.
The shot,
Yeah, the one you called slamming that in is maybe a good shot, but it's a bit unpredictable.
If you could get one right in behind,
Yeah, well, even if you were just biting the button, because then he can't use this.
But the thing is, if you stuff it here,
it's
and you
three.
shoot it goes, it's three.
Aye.
Yeah, I think
So then maybe just peeling that and saying.
Like if
They're definitely second shot, yeah.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
So then you peel that and say he's got to play the same again.
Or you play this, and then he's got to play this tap, which maybe isn't that tricky either.
Yeah, because he can play it heavy and catch it thin.
Guard what?
Can you're line two again, so you would sooner peel. You would sooner peel and see him have to draw for his two.
Well, with this, you're cutting the scoring area down. He's got to tap that to the lead, this is the shot.
If we peel though, he's got to make that again.
If I have to beat this blue if I play the draw, otherwise this taps for 3.
Yeah, I think we peel and make him. If we lose two, it's not a disaster. We just need to get two to go in extra. If we lose 3, then we're struggling.
Absolutely. Kyle is right about
Game
that.
over, probably.
Yeah. No, he's maybe try to put the pressure back to Walstad to make the same draw again. Then.
Any worse?
I was just thinking of peeling off and let him play it again. So they think they're shot rock then, or is they second best right now?
Yeah, I think Kyle will talk Smith into peel.
If we peel this, we make him play
it as well. It could almost be 4.
If you bounce off at all, it's 4.
So we play the peel and we make him draw full forfeit again. Because it seems to me like that's what we're kind of talking ourselves into.
Just if you lay it there.
Said the same thing there.
They
talk themselves into that.
But he's probably still got a shot for 2.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'll not be easy, mind you. He's going to have what, a quarter.
Pretty buried, but
might not be that easy.
No.
I think
Just peel it.
Just seems to me like we're going to end up playing a tough shot and then end up getting him an easy one if we don't get it.
I was going to say you could play that, but you could give up 3. You have to roll.
It's tough to even do that. You're flirting.
You have to roll the shooter.
See, looking at that, he's good to make that tap,
Yeah.
So you want to try the draw?
Oh, Christ knows.
So they're a lot of talking. We said we really like this talking, but now they have to, I think, to come
Say
to
we
a
go for that
decision.
and we're just a hair short.
Because you also lose a little bit the
Like, say you
tension,
go
the
for the
momentum
threes and
then,
we go
or the
for
focus.
like here.
If you keep on talking.
Is that disastrous?
So that will be probably the time where we really go for a timeout, but we don't have any timeouts here.
No, exactly.
So
no.
they go for the peel.
You still got to make the forfeit.
No, that's why I think playing that's not.
You like this, do you?
I think I agree
I
with
think
him
it's
here.
still a tough draw. Whereas
Yeah.
Victor Hjell cannot help for the moment.
mind
He
going
has
for
just
the
to
draw if
watch,
you really want
so
it.
no interaction possible. So I think the shot is make. Go for the call, for the peel.
You like this?
Yeah, after the discussion they had and a little bit thinking here, I think this is the right call. And ask him for a shot.
Well,
You can't
hard
miss it then.
ball. Oh, shit.
Oh, can't miss it, but he did.
Yes, that was not the option he was thinking about. So
I don't want to be too much now talking about long
Jesus.
talks, and it's just like, but that happens a lot when you keep on talking and talking. I don't want to be like now having right, but this happens a lot. I think it's just you lose somehow. It's at least a threat that you lose somehow the focus.
no, absolutely. It's kind of, but at the same time, I think they talked themselves into the right decision.
Yeah.
And
bra finish på slutet,
I
alltså.
think that probably what they have to try to remember to be positive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But still, I think it's still a tough shot. We're for sure now it's one blue shot. We don't know if the other blue is also counting. The Scottish team is about to say that the red one is probably better, is second best shot for the moment. And still it's a tough draw for him, for Stefan Walstad, to get the deuce here, at least.
Yeah. But I think if they have been lying one, I think pretty sure the peel had been the first option directly.
Føltes kostestein.
Min er bra.
Oppe. Og switch.
Ingen
Den er
bang.
lang. Og må switch. Har ikke linje.
Magnus.
No line, I say here.
Ja, ja, må gå. Hard, hard, hard.
Need head.
Hard, hard, hard. Hard, 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 hard. Kom igjen. Hard, hard, hard.
Hard, hard, hard. Litt til.
That's gonna be interesting.
Uli, are you measuring too?
No. For the moment, I delegated to the. So this is for sure, one counter for sure, and this is also they agreed on this.
Jo,
But
men
now
den hang så jævlig
they
langt
have
ut,
to
da.
measure probably these two. So they say one blue for sure.
Two blue, I think they decided.
Already?
Yeah, it took away the other one as well.
Oh, then I didn't get it wrong.
Yeah. So this is for three.
Three.
Or three. Struggling. That means that he probably not for sure the red one anyway.
So well-educated players. I talked them before. Bronsbill, take care of yourself. If you need assistance, then call the Empire. But actually, I like it's one of the typical things you can, even at this level. They all agree on this.
Of course, I think this is the beauty of curling sport, that you actually do these things and you trust each other and you agree about the measurement. That was about that.
So a little bit
We
less.
see some referees.
No. Okay, referee.
You have to
Call
go
the
out to
umpire.
Uli.
We're already in delay. So here we go. It's a quarter, I would say.
Yeah. See.
A little bit more.
See. Can we follow this? We see the other one.
Yeah, red
Blue.
it's blue again.
Yeah.
So let's before we say, you say it's already the other was counter. So
Yeah.
we say it's 2 or 3.
I will say 3.
Okay, your bet is on. I'm not.
You're not
probably-
betting against
no.
me. Because I have some money here, I guess.
Jeg må fylle tikken med litt grann ekstra fart, liksom. Tynntikken.
Yeah. So it's nice to hear they discussed what the first shot should be, and
Ingen som scorer heller nå, så
yeah, I'm pretty sure about 3. Okay, I think I can see the faces there is 3. Yeah, it's kind of interesting as well. Last week or 2 weekends ago, Walstad played against Brewster in the final in Perth. So,
Yeah,
so
okay.
now
Yeah.
they have another Scottish opponents in German Masters. So Yeah, it was about time for them to beat the Scottish team in the final, probably. And I think even Walstad now maybe challenge Ulsrud about going to the Worlds by winning.
Definitely, I think they have a play of something going on. Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own system.
So the Norwegian system is somehow special.
Yeah, you know, they have been selecting team for many years in Norway with good result internationally. Not always agreeing inside the country who is going and who is not going.
So here's the confirmation. It's a 6-3 lead after 7 ends played, so that's quite a comfortable situation now for Team Walstad. Going down in the last end. So it's confirmed on the board as well. We closely will see Christer Lidström put it on the board.
I think they talked about maybe trying the thin thick, but with more weight, so they actually get the way with the blue one. At least.
Yeah. That was the point I missed in the discussions.
That's a good thing for me to know Norwegian as well.
I
understand these things, so especially when they talk about curling, I can follow.
So here we see under the 7, the 3 is
High.
hanging. Total is not updated yet, but will be within shortly, I hope.
Some good spin on that one, so he wanted to be sure. I think he rather did that than the other way.
So the tick shot was on, but he missed the red one. Doesn't matter. They have now chances. The free-gut zone is over, and they will continue to peel off all red stones.
Yeah, he need to make four good pills. I think that's good enough. But one mistake can also mean that the 3 is in place. So
that's one of the things, probably not in the 7th end, but even if you have an early lead, a high lead, it's sometimes not so easy to keep control in the game. You're starting probably playing the fast takeouts of piece, and you lose your draw weight. You somehow also keep the tension on. It's sometimes not so difficult, not so easy. I would say.
No, he's absolutely right about that. But of course, right now I think they look pretty safe, Walstad, and now they can also play them from the easy side, in my point of view. From the outside is a shorter way to roll, and they normally can keep the stones pretty straight here, so, but not too straight then. Yeah, look, focus. Everything is under control, eh?
Yeah, it's like I like to watch these. Everybody has his routine. Everybody has his automatism. It's going on. The machine's running. The way they spin the stones, the way they go up and down, and just before they really release the stone. Yeah, well done.
So I think that's a pretty good start in this situation. Then you don't need to worry that much. So
yeah.
And you see Kyle already now go. Yeah. Probably one more guard, and then I think you have to come around.
Yeah.
No, so let's see if Walstad can have a chance to challenge Mr. Ulsrud for the Worlds.
Just grab up some talk, maybe.
Good water.
No, as I got informed by our fellow colleague Sander Rovalk from Norway,
what
it's about to be. He needs two wins against Ulsrud. They go to the Worlds, yeah.
I think Sander gonna join this squad to go to the Universiade after this, I think, because I think Alexander can't play because he have a Swedish citizenship. He don't have a Norwegian citizenship, and he have to have that going for the Universiade and the Olympics. But he can still play the Worlds and the Europeans, I think.
Yeah. So it's on. We'll see. They put themselves really in the driving seat. The Walstad squad.
Ready, boys. Line's good.
Line's bad.
Winning this German Masters title and winning Norwegian Championship, plus 1 or 2 games against Ulsrud after. That's the game plan probably. They will be in the... They have enough points. That's probably the system they have
No, I must say I like that kind of point system where the teams have to go out and earn the right to play for the national team, not just by winning the championship. Because when you go to the Worlds, it's a big competition against on the highest level you can play, and the teams need to be prepared.
Yeah, definitely. It's not only one weekend or 1 week. It just has to be
one
a little
or
more.
one game.
For one game, yeah.
So I think that's in one way I think Norway have a good system, and I will say so far maybe no team have really reached the Ulster level in Norway. So I think if they now.
And he is in the same position many years back when there has been Paul Trulsen and his team still on. There was a little bit different times of those days, but still it was like tough for them. They had to wait, be patient for many years.
Yeah. And of course it was maybe also difficult to take Trulsen away because he always had good results. So it's different if the team fail when they go to the Worlds or something like that. It's kind of easier to take them away, but.
So, on both sides, only 3 shots more to go. After this one, another corner guard. So, probably the last we'll see.
Yeah, could be. Could be. I think he even can nearly kill the game now. Yeah. No, he need one more. Hit something red. That's
Hit something red. That's a good plan.
Yeah. That's good enough. We will not see a barrier weight. It will be peel weight, I'm pretty sure.
Very well played. Very, very focused. So, one more shot to go from Team Smith. They, of course, need to draw to the house now. And then it could be the shot of the game. Played by Markus Heuberg with his last.
No, I think Walstad have to. Walstad's trying now,
yes, you're right. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Walstad is already his turn. Yeah. Markus played already.
He only needs to do 1 or 2, so.
Good to have you sitting beside me. It's long days been here.
Yes.
Hard.
All the way. Gotta keep it moving.
So.
Nice, Tom.
So he do his best to make it happen anyway. So let's see what they wish for Walstad to do now. Probably a flash.
Just go for the guard.
Yeah.
And postpone maybe. It's better than throw it away.
Absolutely. Anything on the outside is probably good enough here. It's there. So.
This one has to go into the house. And then we'll see another time.
The only thing we need to see here is his favorite handle, outturn or inturn. Probably going to throw the last stone with the handle he likes.
You'll be hoping you play like this next week.
Yeah, they had some discussion there about form, I think.
Felt quite nice.
You're 3 on it, so it should be good.
I don't know how many university team was playing here. Was it 4 or 5?
That was the Canadian team. It was not this team, but it was also a Norwegian team and
Scotland.
Scotland, yeah, teamwork.
A little bit of Russia.
A little bit of Russia as well. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So
they're just Almaty is on. I think it starts in 1 week from now.
Let's see. Yeah, 1 week from now. Yeah. And it's a. No, they discussion about something.
Okay. So. Probably, I would say probably, this is the shot to decide the 2017 German Masters final. If he hit any of the red, it will be no chance for Team Smith to tie the game. It's a 6-3 lead so far. Stefan Walstad with an easy hit. Doesn't matter if the blue one stays, just need to get rid of the red one. And it's looked another time very, very controlled, and that's it. So the score will be, like before, 6-3 win of Team Walstad from Oppdal Curling Club.
Yes, and I think they deserved to win. It was they had, like you said, pressure on Carl Smith the second half of the game, and we saw a little bit mistake from Scottish guys as well, I think. So they didn't put enough pressure on them. So.
Well deserved as well. They're the only undefeated team over the whole weekend, so that's quite impressive role they had here in Hamburg. So thanks for joining us, Søren Gran. Also, thank you for you back home. This is the final score. As you can see, 6-3. Walstad wins the first time this German Masters. And I hope you enjoyed the program we were running throughout the live coverage here. 8 games in a row. I hope you tune in again and watch the Curling Champions Tour website as well as the World Curling to join some more curling. Uli Cup says goodbye from Hamburg. We are smoothly running the closing ceremony and the prize giving. Hope to see you anywhere else on the Curling Tour.